how Temu's explosive growth is disrupting American e-commerce. Because here's the thing, when I first heard about like this company, I 100% thought that like everything on there was a scam. Like I figured it was like cheap garbage. You know, it was just trash. And then funny enough, my mom got me like this Attack on Titan hoodie for it was my birthday or Christmas or something like that. And I was like, yo, like where the fuck do you find this? This is actually kind of nice. And she said this is where she buys like all like the kid stuff and all that kind of. And I was mind blown that it was actually like decent quality. So I'm curious. That's the only experience I ever had for this. But I always saw Temu on TikTok or Temu, whatever you want to call it. And I thought all this stuff was a scam, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong.
It took discount retail app Temu a year to get to 51 million monthly active users in the US.
Holy shit. Okay. I didn't even know that the number was this high, to be honest. 51 million active users? Is this monthly? Yeah. Damn.
It's approaching the 67 million user base that Amazon spent
Oh my goodness. That's insane.
decades building. Temu gained ground by selling cheap goods shipped from China, like this $20 coat or $9 stainless steel water bottle.
Oh, wow. And look at that. This stuff right here is probably the same material that they use for your Stanley cups.
And it's positioning itself to be a bigger player in the US e-commerce landscape.
Anybody who's not Amazon is the short answer of who should be worried.
Here's how a one-year-old brand is keeping the e-commerce industry on watch, and how, just like Amazon, it's redefining what it means to shop online.
If you are an internet user, you'll see Temu everywhere.
In just over a year, the retailer has flooded social feeds with curious consumers.
Is Temu
Good, they be taxed on Amazon. Dude, have you guys ever ordered anything off of this? Like, obviously, this will be on YouTube, so comments down on there. But while we're live, like, I don't know if anyone has ever actually ordered anything off this. Like I said, that was just the one thing I got. And it, like I said, I mean, it was good quality. Never even heard of it. It's crazy, though. It's nuts.
scam?
She's a serial Temu user. I guess I'm known as a Temu girl now.
It aired ads at back-to-back Super Bowls.
I remember that. I didn't remember the 2023 one, but I remember this Super Bowl ad, and I was like, holy shit. I didn't know that. This is actually when I started to put respect on their business, and apparently I was hella late.
And stirred up debate on how to even pronounce the name.
They're freaking gaslighting you. The name of the company is Temu, not Temu.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'll ever say Temu.
For the record, the company confirmed it's now Temu. That
Oh,
confusion
thank God.
hasn't slowed the company down. It quickly acquired over 161 million monthly app users across the world.
It's pretty extraordinary. It's a speed of adoption we really haven't seen in the past online.
When I first wrote Temu,
What online retailer has come into the game and within a year is almost at Amazon level as far as monthly active users? Like, that's insane.
we reported that it launched very quietly, and now Temu is the opposite of being quiet.
That omnipresence is by design. It spent $1.7 billion to
That's
advertise.
true. Yeah, I mean, Amazon walks so they could run 100%. But either way, to be able to still like get to that level that quick within a year, like that's insane. I respect it.
in 2023. And JP Morgan analysts estimate that Temu could spend nearly $3 billion in
True.
2024.
They did pick a good
It can
time.
spend that big thanks to the deep pockets of its parent company, Pinduoduo, or PDD, the Chinese e-commerce company raking in billions annually.
PDD
Oh, here we
Holdings
go.
Emerged out of nowhere when
Is this the place where they're sitting here, in the sweatshop, nickels and dimes, if they're lucky on a good day? Is that how they're bringing in the billions?
China's e-commerce industry was already dominated by two companies, Alibaba and JD.com.
So Temu's strategy of selling
Jesus
extremely cheap goods
Christ.
from China to build market share isn't entirely new.
They're just hoping to replicate its strategies that worked very well in China.
Other China-founded companies like Shein and TikTok are also making their mark in US e-commerce. But Temu sets itself apart in how it gamifies shopping online.
You open up the app and there's like a roulette wheel that you spin and you
Wait,
get...
wait. Dead ass? No shot. I thought this was a scam. I thought this was a lie. One more chance, $200 worth of coupons, $20 coupon. Dude, this is insane. You're already paying, you're already not paying anything. Gamba, they got you. I'm downloading this tonight. What do you mean? And you're telling me I get daily spins to Gamba on some... And look at this, you're guaranteed a win. Your worst roll is you get one more chance. and you're getting minimum $20 coupon. This is insane.
roulette wheel that you spin, and you get a prize, and the prize is usually
Oh, the dopamine that hits when you get that $200 coupon. Ooh.
here's a whole bunch of dollars to go buy stuff. And then as you're searching through products, first off you're amazed at how low the prices are, and then you see a ticker of how much time is left before this offer expires or before they're sold out of that product.
Of course.
That strategy has paid off. Temu amassed more users in 6 months than Shein has in 8 years. Research firm AllianceBernstein estimates that $17 billion worth of goods were sold on Temu in 2023.
They're hitting all the dopamine points?
That
Hell
helped boost
yeah.
PDD's market value 74%.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'll get the same. I don't know if I get quite the same dopamine as if, we pull the golden Counter-Strike, but I don't know. It'd be close. $200? $200 coupon?
Allowing it to briefly overtake Alibaba as China's most valuable e-commerce company. In the US, Temu's growth is putting e-commerce giants on watch.
Temu and Shein's success tells us that consumers are willing to wait as long as the products are really cheap.
Temu says
Oh, 100%. 100%. We used to use DHgate, the app, for all of our football jerseys, and I didn't care that you literally got a notification that it was confirmed and that just shows up at your door 3 weeks later, because we paid $12 for it. And the quality was just as good as buying the bullshit for $200 off of the NFL website. No shot.
its standard shipping takes 6 to 22 days, while express shipping is 4 to 11 days.
Wait, so so standard shipping is free on all orders is 6 to 22 days. Express shipping $12.90 for, okay, so you're paying 10% almost for anything there. Then free on orders. Oh my god. So if you just spend $130, this is insane. Dude, this is actually a W strategy. Where's my Temu Prime for real? Oh my god.
Temu connects factories and wholesalers with consumers directly, cutting the middleman.
Meanwhile, the biggest
That's how they get it. That's how you do like so much cheaper. Big brain.
e-commerce companies in the US have been betting big on faster delivery. Amazon's delivery time has more than halved since 2022 to less than
Yeah, I was going to say, so this is where your biggest struggle is going to be, right? Is because Amazon, like, it used to be, oh, they got there so quick, and then Prime came out. Not Prime came out, but the whole selling point of Prime was that it got there in 2 days. Now, like, you order stuff from Amazon, and a lot of times it can be there next day, or sometimes even same day, depending on where you live. Like, it's kind of crazy. That's basically their biggest kind of competition, or like the thing that separates them is the time turnaround.
2 days on average. Other retailers are catching up, with an average of about 4.6 days in January. As Amazon sets the standard on speed and Temu takes on price,
Expect price to get more competitive. Everybody needs to focus in the e-commerce space about making sure that they've got a distinctive value proposition that appeals to a consumer, and not just the first time around, but has them coming back, for more.
for now, Amazon's hold on the industry is still ironclad. But the e-commerce giant has made some changes. In late 2023, Amazon announced it would reduce the fees it charges sellers for clothing under $20.
Some analysts believe that Amazon's move shows it's worried about losing suppliers as well.
They don't need to be, Amazon's not sitting here sweating bullets over this. But it's a little ripple. It's a little like they're like, what the hell? They're not stressing, but they see it. They notice it for sure.
As consumers to other platforms.
In a statement,
Nothing's
an
ever
Amazon
gonna threaten
spokesperson
Bezos,
said that
exactly.
the company reduced the referral fee to help drive and incentivize even greater selection for customers and competitive prices. But it's not
Bezos giving them the little tip of the hat.
just cheap prices and seller fees that's putting pressure on other companies.
Download the Temu app and shop like a billionaire.
It's driving up digital ad costs. That means it's more expensive for everybody in the space to acquire new users.
There's no question that that Temu and Shein are having an impact in the market. I think those two players are almost single-handedly having an impact on the cost of advertising.
Those digital ads are especially important for e-commerce companies.
They need to be there on social media, making sure that they're right in front of the consumer to either purchase or to download the app whenever they're in a mood to go buy something or they're more intentional.
It's like a game of chicken, and for companies like Etsy that are not growing as fast as Temu, they cannot keep up with this level of ad spending at all.
No.
An Etsy spokesperson said that the company is seeing a strong return on investment for its marketing costs, and the Etsy marketplace is profitable. That's the short-term threat Temu poses to its competitors. But in the long term,
What it's done is that it's actually changed or is changing the economics of what it means to run an e-commerce business. The existing incumbents in the global e-commerce landscape aren't just going to lie down and say, well, I guess we've lost the sale. They're going to have to make some hard decisions on whether they're okay to maintain that with lower sales volume or whether they want to be more aggressive in acquiring consumers and retaining those consumers.
but some analysts say Temu
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, right? That sure, Bezos is sitting here, giving him giving him a nice nod, respecting the business model. But I guarantee you, if Bezos, lost 10% of Amazon Prime users, he'd be sitting there, slashing prices real quick.
Temu's stratospheric growth isn't sustainable. A Morgan Stanley report noted that the company's momentum is cresting.
So what we really now need to see is, can they drive that repeat purchasing behavior? And that's still very much an open-ended question.
Still, Temu has cash to burn.
It's willing to lose money to exchange for market share to acquire users.
Analysts estimate the company lost about
Well, of course, because eventually you're going to get to a point where in order to take that huge, massive leap, you're going to have to bite the bullet a little bit. And that's kind of what separates, these kinds of companies versus an Amazon, because Amazon has the billions and billions and billions of dollars to sit there and say, yeah, we can afford to lose, 100 million here, or, sacrifice this so that it incentivizes more people to get Prime because it's going to help you in the long run. But for companies that have only been in it for just a year, not a lot of them can afford to take that gamble and hope that it works. Like it sounds like these guys can.
$7 per order in 2023. In a statement, Temu said that its business model boosts efficiency, and that the idea that Temu sells at a loss to gain market share is simply not true. But
Well,
with
of course, they
explosive
wouldn't
growth
be
comes
afloat.
more eyes on the company and more controversy.
That junk was trash. The sizing is off. It literally looked like...
Oh, this must be your first time ordering off of a Chinese website. Yeah, so what you got to do is you actually have to check the sizes, because a large for us over in China is probably like a 5XL. So yeah, that's not Temu's fault. That's yours.
The pattern that I asked for was...
I'll never forget, I ordered an Attack on Titan hoodie like way back in the day. This was like before season 3 even came out. Like I just finished it. I was like, I'm copping AOT merch. I bought it right off of the website. Bought a large. It came in. That thing would have barely fit an elementary schooler.
Printed on it. I think only one thing actually looked like what I ordered. Everything else was trash.
Consumers have been concerned about the product safety and quality. I think selling really cheap products is the first step for Temu to acquire users.
Temu said in a statement that it works closely with our independent sellers to ensure that their products meet the required standards. And the US government is already watching the fledgling company thanks to its Chinese ties.
Well, of course, because it's money that the US isn't seeing that, someone else is. So, of course, our government's going to be right up on that shit. It's the same with the TikTok bullshit. Oh, you're selling our data to some other country, but you're not sitting here funding one of our parties. Yeah, okay, that's why. They don't actually give a shit about, the safety or whatnot. It's just because they're not seeing any of the money.
2023 report from a congressional commission called out Temu for concerns around data risks, exploiting trade loopholes, and use of forced labor.
Oh,
the company
yeah.
says that in regards to the trade loopholes, it is open to and supportive of any policy adjustments made by legislators that align with consumer interests. It added that it considers privacy and security to be core functions of the platform, and that it's committed to ethical labor practices. But the company is still primed to keep growing.
I think that's what Temu, Shein, TikTok are really going to bring to the marketplace. Is they're going to force everybody to level up their game, and we're going to see who's real and who was just a pretender.
Yeah, this is crazy, man. I didn't realize that Temu was really like that. I thought like it was just, everyone that has a TikTok ad for it, it's trash, but this is crazy. Amazon focuses on speed where Temu focuses on price. Why can't anyone focus on quality? There's so much trash products on both that they'll end up in the landfill in 2 years. Yeah, I mean, let's not get it twisted. Like, I've ordered those same rinky-dinky phone chargers off of Amazon that have probably also sold on Temu, and like, yeah, they're shit. Like, they both have those. Secrets out. Amazon sellers used to buy from companies like Temu and sell it on Amazon for 3 to 4 times the cost. Exactly. Caught red-handed. Billions of dollars plastic junk going in a landfill. This business model is not new. Yeah, it's not that it's new. It's just they're able to do it. But yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. That's a dicey one. I do kind of want to buy some shit and see what happens.